There are still places on our planet that remain hidden from the modern world. They are vast, untouched landscapes cradled in the arms of time itself. Here, in the heart of Africa, lies such a place, Ethiopia, a name that whispers of ancient kingdoms and forgotten empires. It is a land of dramatic contrasts, where jagged peaks tear at the sky and deep valleys carve through the earth. This is a world where nature's voice is the loudest sound you will hear, a symphony of wind and wilderness that has played out for millennia, long before the first human footsteps marked the soil. The air itself seems to hold stories. It is thick with the scent of dust and distant rain, carrying secrets from one generation to the next. Sunlight pours over the horizon, painting the land in strokes of gold and amber. This is not just a place on a map, it is a living, breathing entity. A sanctuary where the rhythm of life follows a pattern set down at the dawn of existence. To journey here is to step back, to peel away the layers of our own time and witness something truly elemental, something profoundly real and enduring. In these remote corners, the veil between the past and the present is incredibly thin. The mountains stand as silent witnesses to the great passage of geological time. The rivers flow with the memory of ancient rains. Every rock, every tree, every creature is part of a grand, interconnected story. It is a narrative written not in books, but in the very fabric of the land. We come here not as conquerors, but as quiet observers, hoping to catch a fleeting glimpse of this world, to understand a fraction of its immense and mysterious beauty. The journey into this wilderness is a pilgrimage. It demands patience and respect. The paths are not always clear, and the silence can be overwhelming, but it is in this silence that one begins to truly see. The subtle movements in the tall grass, the distant call of an unseen bird, the slow, deliberate march of the clouds across an endless sky. This is the Africa that exists beyond our imagination, a realm of raw power and delicate balance, waiting to reveal its secrets to those who are willing to listen. If you've enjoyed this journey into Ethiopia's hidden wonders, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue to explore the unseen corners of our world. There's so much more to discover together. The landscapes here are a testament to nature's formidable power. Great chasms like scars on the face of the earth plunge into darkness. The Great Rift Valley, a colossal trench that stretches for thousands of miles, is the spine of this ancient world. It has shaped everything. The flow of water, the migration of animals, and the destiny of the people who call this place home. The sun beats down relentlessly, baking the earth into a mosaic of cracked clay and ochre dust. Yet, even in this harshness, there is an undeniable and profound beauty. Life has found a way to thrive against all odds. We can see it in the hardy acacia trees, their thorny branches reaching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. They provide shade and sustenance in a world where both are scarce. Herds of Walia ibex, found nowhere else on Earth, navigate the sheer cliffs with impossible grace. Their powerful forms are silhouetted against the morning mist, a slow-motion ballet on the edge of the abyss. These creatures are perfectly adapted to their vertical world, a living example of evolution's patient artistry. As we move deeper, the environment shifts. The dry highlands give way to winding river valleys, where green life clings desperately to the water's edge. The Omo River carves its path through the southern plains, a serpentine artery of life. Its murky waters carry rich sediment from the highlands, depositing it along the banks and creating narrow corridors of fertility. Crocodiles, ancient reptiles that have changed little since the time of the dinosaurs, glide silently beneath the surface. Their stillness is a mask for the explosive power that lies within. The air is alive with sound, the gentle rustle of the wind through the tall, dry grasses, the low grunt of a hippo submerged in the cool river mud, the piercing cry of a fish eagle circling high overhead. Each sound is a note in a complex natural orchestra that has been playing for an eternity. This is a sensory world, one that must be felt as much as it is seen. It requires us to slow down, to attune our senses to a different rhythm, the slow, powerful pulse of the African continent itself. Far from any city, beyond the reach of roads, live communities that seem to exist in another time. Their isolation is profound. To reach them, one must travel for days across unforgiving terrain, following paths known only to them. These are the hidden tribes of the Omo Valley. Their world is bounded by the river and the mountains, a self-contained universe where ancient traditions are the law of the land. The outside world is just a rumor, a whisper carried on the wind, with little meaning in their daily lives. The first signs of human presence are subtle, a simple temporary shelter made from branches and leaves, blending almost perfectly with the surrounding bush. A plume of smoke rising lazily into the afternoon sky, a sign of a small fire and a shared meal. These are not monuments of stone, but fleeting marks of a people who live in complete harmony with their environment. They take only what they need, leaving behind little trace of their existence. Their footprint on the earth is light, almost invisible. The sense of mystery deepens as we draw closer. Who are these people? How have they managed to preserve their way of life for so long, shielded from the relentless march of the modern era? Their knowledge of this land is encyclopedic. They know the properties of every plant, the habits of every animal, the meaning of every star in the night sky. This knowledge is not written down. It is passed from parent to child, through stories, songs, and rituals that have been repeated for countless generations. It is a world built on community and connection. There are no individuals in the way we might understand it. The survival of the group is everything. They depend on each other for protection, for food, and for the continuation of their culture. As dusk falls, the sounds of the village begin to emerge. The soft murmur of voices, the laughter of children, the rhythmic beat of a distant drum. It is a soundscape that speaks of resilience, of community, and of a deep, unbroken bond with this ancestral land. Suddenly, they are there, emerging from the tall grasses as if from the earth itself, the people of the Hamar tribe. Their skin is the color of rich soil, adorned with intricate patterns of clay and ochre. The women wear heavy iron necklaces and goatskin skirts, their hair woven into beautiful, shimmering dreadlocks treated with butter and red earth. Their appearance is striking, a living work of art that tells a story of their identity, their status, and their connection to this place. Each detail has a meaning, a purpose. Their movements are deliberate and graceful. A young boy herds a small flock of goats, his bare feet moving silently over the hot ground. He carries a long, carved stick, not just as a tool, but as an extension of himself. An older woman grinds sorghum between two stones, a rhythmic, repetitive motion that has sustained her people for centuries. There is no sense of hurry here. Life unfolds at a natural pace, dictated by the rising and setting of the sun and the changing of the seasons. We witness a moment of quiet intimacy. A mother gently paints her child's face with white clay, creating a pattern that is both protective and decorative. The child sits perfectly still, a look of serene trust in their eyes. This is more than just decoration. It is a ritual, a transfer of culture and affection. It is in these small, everyday moments that the true essence of their lives is revealed. The bonds of family are the bedrock of their society, a powerful force that provides strength and continuity. The sunlight catches the vibrant colors of their world in sharp relief. The deep red of the ochre against their dark skin, the brilliant white of the clay patterns, the polished black of the iron jewelry. It is a world of high contrast, of stark beauty. These are not just colors, they are symbols of life, of fertility, of strength, and of their unbreakable bond with the natural world. They wear the earth on their skin, a constant reminder of where they come from and to what they belong. As darkness blankets the valley, a different energy begins to stir. The air grows thick with anticipation. Fires are lit, their flames dancing and casting long, flickering shadows against the walls of the huts. A low, rhythmic chanting begins, a sound that seems to rise from the very soul of the community. This is the beginning of a ceremony, a sacred rite that connects the living with the spirits of their ancestors. It is a tradition that has remained unchanged for thousands of years, a vital thread in the fabric of their culture. The young men of the village prepare for a test of manhood. The bull jumping ceremony. It is a perilous and essential rite of passage. A boy must leap across the backs of a line of cattle, a feat of incredible agility and bravery. If he succeeds, he will become a man, ready for marriage and the responsibilities of adulthood. If he fails, he will face disgrace. The tension is palpable. The entire village gathers to watch, their voices rising in a chorus of encouragement and ancient songs. The ceremony is a raw, powerful spectacle. It is a display of courage, but it is also a profound expression of community. The men who have already passed the test hold the bulls steady, supporting the young jumper. The women sing and dance, their bells and anklets creating a percussive beat that drives the ritual forward. Everyone has a role to play. The success of the individual is a victory for the entire tribe, a reaffirmation of their values and their collective strength in this challenging environment. These rituals are the pillars of their society. They mark the key moments of life birth, adulthood, marriage, and death. They provide structure, meaning, and a sense of belonging. Through these shared experiences, they reinforce their identity and pass their cultural heritage to the next generation. It is a world where the spiritual and the physical are not separate. The land, the animals, and the people are all part of one sacred, interconnected web of existence, a truth they celebrate and honor through these timeless rites. To spend time here is to witness a relationship between humans and nature that most of the world has forgotten. It is a connection that is both practical and deeply spiritual. The river is not just a source of water, it is a life-giving deity. The cattle are not just livestock. They are a measure of wealth, a source of pride, and a sacred link to their ancestors. Every element of their environment is imbued with meaning and treated with a reverence that we have long since lost. The enduring mystery of these communities lies in their resilience. They have weathered droughts, famines, and conflicts, yet their core traditions remain intact. They have carved out a life in one of the world's most demanding landscapes, not by conquering it, but by understanding it. Their survival is a testament to the power of tradition and the strength of community. They possess a wisdom that is not learned from books, but is earned through generations of experience, a deep, intuitive knowledge of the natural world. As we depart from this hidden world, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. The sounds of the village fade, replaced once again by the whisper of the wind, but the images remain etched in the mind: the ochre-covered skin, the leap of the bull jumper, the quiet dignity in the eyes of the elders. It is a reminder that our modern world is not the only reality. There are other ways of being, other ways of seeing, that have endured for millennia and continue to thrive. The future of these tribes is uncertain. The pressures of the outside world are creeping ever closer. But for now, here in the deep valleys of Ethiopia, the ancient rhythms of life continue. The unbroken thread of tradition still holds strong. This is unseen Africa, a world of mystery and wonder, a living testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and its profound connection to the earth. A connection that perhaps we all seek to find again.